What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and I have off work since I'm a government employee. What I have planned for today's video, I don't really feel like doing. It's super cold outside, 16 degrees, so I have something else planned, something I can do on the inside. I am using a new camera, an Akaso A50 Pro, so if the video's not that good, I apologize. I'm still learning how to use this camera, but right now we're going to run to Home Depot, get some supplies that we need, and we're actually going to be taking the silver car, which hasn't been driven in about 2 weeks. Does feel good to be back in this car. Oh, that was a very weak start. Let this thing warm up for a couple minutes. It's so windy, the whole car is blowing around. Just like that, we made it. Alright, so we picked up what we need. Let's pay for this and get out of here. So if you made it this far into the video, I'm sure you're asking yourself, what are we going to be doing today? A few weeks ago, I posted a video up what the future plans of the Integra are, and I showed you a bunch of cars that have different things about them that I do like. So today, I'm going to be taking a cue from the Yellow Factory EG6, and we're going to be changing up the mirrors. I picked up these Squarecraft replica mirrors from eBay, so I'm pretty sure these are Rectangle Craft. Also picked up a set of Spoon replica mirrors. Because I'm going to just need the base plate. I don't really need this part. So I'm going to take these. I'm going to end up mounting these to these in this video. Okay, so I already put one together off camera. I left it loose because it still needs to be adjusted. But basically, right in here, there's an Allen key and a 10mm bolt. That's for adjustment. So I had to cut all this out so you can still get to it. But the mirror will sit pretty good once it's on the car. Did all Allen keys in the sides. So right now, I'm going to have to do the passenger side. And I'll show you exactly what I did. So first thing you want to do if you're going to do this in the house is definitely lay down an old towel. So you want to grab your Rectangle Craft mirror. There's a 10 here. You just want to take that off. And then grab the base plate for the spoon mirror. On the side you'll see a little indent. That's how it'll sit on the car. This is the passenger side, so the indent sits around the molding. Now the top hole that's pre-drilled, that's the one I use to line everything up. When we went to Home Depot earlier today, we got 10 by 24 by 1 inch socket cap Allens, 10 by 24 nylock nuts, and some number 10 stainless steel washers. So we're going to take our first bolt, stick it through, right through the top hole here, flip it around, washer, the nut, and we're going to tighten that down snugly so you can still move it, not all the way. So once you have the nut tightened up, but you want to be able to still wiggle it around a bit, you basically want to take a tape measure and just make sure it's the same all the way around. It's best to start from where you put the bolt in, because that's like your given side. So once you have it lined up where you want it to be at, you're just going to take your drill and make 2 pilot holes. Then I take the step bit and just go down to the first step. So once you use a step bit and you pop those holes in, just take your 2 socket bolts and slide them in just to make sure everything's lined up. These line up perfectly. So once you have the base back off, you want to take your mirror, stick it back in, and put the 10mm nut back on. Just hand tighten. You want to stick your base back on. Flip it over. Washer on each one. And the nuts. And you're going to want to tighten these up. It's not going to go all the way flush, because what we're trying to do, you can see right here where the nut's sticking down, that's holding the mirror on. We're just trying to get an indentation. What I did last time on the other one was, once I got this all tightened down, I just took this punch and scored the plastic around where the nut's at. Score around where the nut's sitting. Doesn't really matter if you scratch the base up underneath of it, because you won't see it anyway. So I'm going to undo this now and check and see if I scored it good enough. Alright, so you could see the score line right here. I mean, it's not that pretty, but basically I'm going to take the step bit, I'm going to drill right in the middle of it. It's definitely going to come in contact with this mounting point here, but as you can see on the other one, it's still on there pretty solidly, and these mirrors weigh absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna drill this hole. So I'm gonna stick 2 nuts in here to line it back up. Once I flip it over, I could see where I have to cut out in order to clear this nut. So I'm just going to use the Dremel tool with the little file bit and open this up a little bit more and see where that gets us. So here is my first pass on opening up the hole. It's It's going to be a lot of back and forth setting this base plate on, taking it off, dremeling, setting it back on. But just do it until you get good clearance where you can stick an Allen key inside and the base plate sits flush. Alright, so after a bit of dremeling, you can see this is what you're striving for right here. So I'm going to throw on the washers and the nuts, tighten this down. Okay, so here's the mirror all said and done. As you can see, right here is where we opened it up. I could probably open it up a little bit more to make it sit more flush right here. Everything's still super loose until I get inside the car and adjust it how I want. And to do that, I'm going to use an Allen key inside this bolt, and this 10mm just needs to be tightened. But once you get the mirror sitting where it's good for you, then tighten all that down. So here are the mirrors all assembled. I think they look fantastic. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Have to get this mess cleaned up before my wife gets home and kills me. But I'm not going to put the mirrors on the car yet because it's still winter time. I don't want the road salt to tear up the car. And I'm basically not driving the car too much right now because it's so cold outside. So I'm going to wait till it warms up to put them on. I paid about $30 for the spoon mirrors, and I think about $85 for the carbon fiber Squarecraft knockoff mirrors. So I'm about 115 in for these mirrors, which is really good compared to, you think, like ARP mirrors or the real Squarecraft are 300 or more. I think they look pretty good. I can't wait to put them on the car. Once again, one of the main missions in this car is to lose as much weight as possible without sacrificing drivability. So until next time guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.